What's the drilly, man? Sorry about earlier, man. It was crazy times. It's real windy out here in Denver, so I didn't even get a chance to actually do the live that I wanted to because my reception kept going crazy. But yeah, I'm back over here at the job site, man, getting this little in with this cabinet stuff. What's good with y'all on this Friday? Hope everybody's blessed. Yeah, bro, it's crazy, man, because it's a trip because it was cool when I had put out the Seven Oaks Hood Tales. I had a lot of requests for videos, I had a lot of people requesting videos, and it was going in a good, proper manner. So I kind of wanted to, set the tone and continue with it over here. Because when I was over there, I didn't have actually the aspect to do live streams, because you needed like 1,000 subs or something to do live streams. So it was cool when I had got this aspect, bro, and started being able to do live streams. So we were getting it popping, but yeah, it was a good little aspect, But pretty much what I was talking about earlier, you know what I'm saying? What up, NYG 31? What's up, Mile High? Salute to the rider. So what I was saying is a little bit ago, you know what I'm saying? How it all started, I was talking about that aspect, and then it was cut short. So I grew up in East Denver. I was East Side baby, straight from the projects, and my neighborhood pretty much was all, you know what I'm saying, all the lokes. You had SA hoods too. You had a couple Mexican Chicano hoods over there, but there's two parts of the East Side. I'm just over here at work, fam, just getting this money, putting all this stuff together, got these apartments going. Boom. Had to paint these apartments, ready to get these rentos in. Just chopping it up. I was doing a little story time earlier, and pretty much it got interrupted by the situation that was happening. So when I was growing up, you know what I'm saying? I'm from East Denver, East Side Denver, and pretty much when I was growing up, my mom was in and out, of the situations with the low income situations, and she was in with some programs, and yeah, it's a nice little rental. We got them going, man. My apartment complex is coming through, Boom. We had to get this ready to rent out. It's a cool little rental over here, man. But ever since I was little, bro, it was a trip, because when we were growing up, everybody in the family, they was embedded in the neighborhood, they was embedded in the turf. They was embedded in, hood politics. And when I was a young kid, I was always like, what's going on with this situation? Yeah, you already know, man. We got to get ready for the residential. And I was always like asking, what is that all about? Why is the family so embedded? When I got a little bit older, I started seeing why the family was embedded. I started seeing why, the males in my family were so embedded in the neighborhood. What up, Matthew? How you doing? Mile High, salute. Because the neighborhood that we was from, the neighborhood that we was trooping from and we were from, it was a messed up structure. It was not an environment that was set for an average person to grow up in. There was no outlets, there was no programs, there was nothing for people in the neighborhood to actually put their energy into. The only thing you had was drug addiction. The only thing you had was actually gang politics, was gang banging. Because everywhere you went in the neighborhood, that's what you was going to run into. Everywhere you went in the neighborhood, it was on every corner, bruh. When I was growing up, my neighborhood, it just magnetic, just the gang life in that environment meant that you automatically were magnetic. And if you were not pushing the line like that, you already had a target on your back because your relatives. You had a target on your back because the generation before you caused beefs, but since you were a part of their family, you were already going to get that target on your back growing up. And when we grew up, I had older relatives already pushing the line for the turf that we're from, pushing the line for the hood that we're from. And them dudes, they caused a lot of beefs for themselves. So when I grew up, what up, J-Dog? When I grew up, I already had that on my neck. I already had that on my back. So about 13, 14, I'm riding with my older cousins because of the simple fact is that was the father figures in the hood, the older uncles, the older family, the older homies, the older cousins, all my brothers, everybody that's a part of our family, they were already pushing the line. So it was destiny for Savage to actually start pushing that line and being a part of that lifestyle. I say this. Oh yeah, all day. This is what we do, man. This is what we do. We we give our advice and we come through like that. I say like this, bro. If I had a father figure, that's why it's so important for people out there like with leadership that have the leadership aspect, that are fathers. Teach your kids, teach your seeds how to be productive in this life, because this life, we see how crazy this life is. We see how this life don't have pity on no one, bruh. It don't have pity on the good people. It don't have pity on the bad people, bro. You will become a victim if you don't know how to conduct yourself in life. So a youngster in the neighborhood, a youngster really in the neighborhood, it ain't gonna have pity on you. You're gonna have to go through the aspect of all out survival. All out survival, and survival means any means necessary. So when I was 13, I was already in that aspect of surviving, bro, because of my older cousins. Yes, you could say, hey, you had a choice, you had options. But the thing about it is, when you're a youngster and you're growing up and you're at that age and you see people really actually trying to bring harm to the family, your bloodline, what's the next step you gonna do? You actually gonna get out there and do any means necessary to keep your family safe. And that was the situation with me. That's why the generational thing was so big. That's why we banged. We didn't just wake up one day and say, hey, I want to be a part of this. We didn't just wake up one day and say, hey, let me put this bandana. Let me bang for this color. We didn't get up and chose that activity. That was put upon our life. Now, when we had the mindset to actually make them choices, to think and really, really gain that knowledge, to think and make them decisions, now there was accountability. You know what I'm saying? But even at that age, even at that aspect, when you had accountability, a person like me already felt like I was too deep into the aspect of changing. A person like that, I already felt like there was no destiny for the Savage, bro. All the way up to 18. It was treacherous. So I already felt that baggage on the neck. Like, you might die before 21. I might die before 21, before I even reach 21. Because that's what that aspect bring. And my life, the situation happened, bro. It was all out war. There was no making choices to go and do good for yourself, homie. We were already destiny. Everybody in my family, generation of people already been to the penitentiary. Every male in the family, generation of everybody that's already been to the penitentiary. So that was brought upon my life. That was actually something that was generation that was pushed down to everybody else. And even my younger cousins, even my younger brothers, even my younger cousins that went to the penitentiary in juveniles, 14, 13-year-old, they already had that on their neck because what we pushed, you know? You know what's crazy is I think about this is because now that I'm 37 and I think about that actual activities and what went down, I think about this, bruh. If I would have chose to play sports, would the outcome been different? I was good at sports. People always said, bro, you could have a scholarship. You fast as hell. You could be in sports. But it was crazy because that life to the youngsters, man, that life distracted me from reaching my goals. That life took me off my square from reaching that goals, pushing that aspect to what my fullest potential. That life destructed every aspect because it didn't just mess me up as a person, it messed me up mentally as a person in the mind. You know what I'm saying? You living numb. You living numb to what goes on. Like, you live into a point. You don't really even care if you die. You don't really care if you really ain't here no more. And you putting your life on the line, loyalty to something that really in the end don't even make sense and really don't have love for the person. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, bruh. I was out there with the neighborhood. I was out there functioning, putting my life on the line for the hood, catching war wounds for the hood, catching war wounds for the neighborhood that I loved, homie. I loved to get up and be like, hey, cuz I'm about to put on my shield and get out there trooping with the warriors. But when I was doing time and I hit that county and I was looking at life sentences, bruh, I did that all alone. I was there. I had to do that all alone. Hit that compound all alone. And when I hit that compound, I was faced with, do I bail on the lifestyle that I was living out here, or do I have to get activated? Do I have to get activated on that compound? And when I say compound, I mean prison yard. Do I have to get activated on that prison yard? Do I have to put my life on the line in the prison yard? Well, you do. When you really activate and you really got that resume and you built that stature up for yourself, you can't just go to the penitentiary and think you're gonna drop the flag. You can't go to the penitentiary and just say, I'm riding neutral. I'm trying to get my life together. I'm gonna turn to God. I'm gonna turn to this. There's none, because if you have enemies, they don't care about your peace. Them fools don't care about your peace. They don't care if you're peaceful or humble. All they think about is when you was getting activated on them dudes in the streets. And when I hit that county, I had options. I had older uncles come to the county like, you already made a way. You already paved that way. You already put it down so much for the hood. You have them stripes. You can go you can go to the penitentiary and you could just chill and do your time. But it don't work like that. Because everybody that I ever came into into penitentiary time, bro, and I was on that compound, they didn't remember, they didn't care if I was peaceful or not. Them fools were still pushing the line. Them fools was still tripping on the savage. You know what I'm saying? And that brought a lot of domino effect to having to get active. That was one of the biggest things why I had to stay politicking in the penitentiary. Because I made them decisions. I made that bed. So now I had to sleep in that bed. Now I had to get active in that life that I was portraying on them streets. Now you have to live up and honor that lifestyle. You got to honor that name, because ain't nobody forgetting that aspect. Ain't nobody gonna forget that shit. To this day, ain't nobody gonna forget that shit. But I'm gonna tell you what, I paid my dues to society. I paid my dues to society and made something of myself. Where, one quick story, and it's pretty crazy. It's a trip. So I had a group of fools that I used to always have bad blood with, always have bad altercations with these dudes, right? And we used to get it in, bro. Like, these were dudes that it was never no situation where you were gonna give a pass or it was gonna be no peace. Every time we seen each other, there was always something that went down. And I had caught the case in 2004. I had caught the case that sent me to the penitentiary. And when I caught that case, I caught a 10-year sentence. 2004 all the way to 2011, Savage was gone. I was not even on the streets. I was locked up from 2004 all the way to 2011. And time had passed by. Things had passed by, bro, and what's crazy about it is I got out the penitentiary. I got out of the penitentiary. I got out of doing time. And I went to the gym, and what's crazy about it is why I say you always got to think about what you do, is because stuff will follow you. I walk into the gym, right? I'm at the gym, and I see this one dude and his partner, and they look familiar. These dudes look familiar. So I'm doing the gym. I'm at the gym, and I'm like, I know this fool. This fool looks familiar. And he kind of recognizes me too, and he looks, and he's just like trying to analyze where he knows me from. I'm doing my set, bro, and then it clicks in my mind. That's an old fool that I used to always get it in with. Like, we could never be peaceful and cordial towards each other. We had that much bad blood between each other. So as soon as that happened, bro, I get off the little thing. I'm hitting arms, and he's doing bench, and I walk up. And I walk up on him. I said, hey, whoopty whoop, ain't you whoopty whoop from where? And he hopped up like, yeah. And then he recognized and he said, hey, like his whole demeanor, as soon as he recognized who I was, he went into the aspect of, oh, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I changed my life. I changed my reality. Like I'm trying to do better for my family. I got kids. And I was actually on the same trip. I was actually on that same path of trying to do better for myself and make a new way for myself. But the moral of the story is, bro, even that long period of me being gone, that could have turned bad. That could have turned into a negative aspect where I was put back into the streets because of actions that I caused for myself when I was younger. That fast. Another situation. This was the same situation, kind of like that, at church. I seen somebody that I used to get it in with. Always bad blood, bro. Seen him at church. Even at church, it could happen. It could happen anywhere, homie. I pull up to the church and I recognize he used to have this lip, and it was like a hang lip, bro. It was like a cuff lip, and I recognize him, bro. And as soon as he see me, like he was like John, and I kind of like I didn't know if this fool was tripping or not, and I was like, "What's up, homie?" And he's like, "You know, I got my life right, you know." But it's crazy, bro, because them actions from when I was younger, when I was a teen, it could have followed to the aspect of now, and I would have been pushed back into the aspect of having to get active. You know what I'm saying? But me striving for success, I think honestly, for me striving for success and really, really trying to get my aspect together and making good karma for myself, it actually has drawn the toxicness out of my life, trying to help people, trying to help the youngsters, trying to help people out there, bro, trying to help my fellow comrades and my brothers that I call brothers touching success, you know? And it's always a good thing. There's always a good aspect. You get better fruits when you do good out here, bro. Like don't feed into the aspect of the negativity, because the negativity is not going to get you anywhere, bro. Negativity is not going to get you anywhere. Don't follow them trends of negativity. I always say that shit. I say it to people in my life all day, every single day. Don't follow them trends of negativity. Whatever you put out there is what you're going to get back. Whatever you put out there is what you're going to get back in life. If you putting bad out there, eventually that shit's going to catch up to you. If you pushing good out there, you're going to get good fruits back. I learned that in church too, bro. That's actually a spiritual aspect because it says that actually in the Bible. But it's a reality. Look at the homie Nipsey Hussle, right? Look what he was doing, homie. And this is the sad part. And I don't know if you know who Nipsey Hussle is. He was actually a rapper, and he was doing good for the neighborhood. He was actually building stuff for his neighborhood, and he made a lot of influence in people's lives, homie. Like people looked up to this dude as a hood king, homie, a hood general, and a positive general. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of messed up because his neighborhood, his surroundings that he grew up, actually is the thing that took him out. He's no longer here. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. But the legacy that he built, that he installed into other individuals, that stayed with people, that stayed with the younger generation, man. And you hear it all the time. That dude touched my life. Even people that may not even knew who he was, he touched my life. Look at Pac. He touched my life. He was inspirational, bro. He fell victim to the streets too. But at the same time, he touched a lot of people's life, you know? And that's the individuals that people need to actually focus in on. That's the stuff that people really need to focus in on, because all this other stuff, bro, it don't get you nowhere. It don't get you nowhere, bro. You know, we talk about, and that's one of the big reasons, like for me to be 100. That's why, like, I try to keep my circle hella small. Because, damn. Hold on real quick. Oh, I'm tripping. Top chat. Oh, cool. What up, Manny Mo? What's good with you, bro? Dang, yeah, the comments wasn't even coming in. Very, very crazy. For me, that's why I try to keep my circle hella small, because you are what you actually, and like I said this before, you are what you keep around you, bro. You are what you keep around you. No. You are what you keep around you. So if you keep the toxic aspect in your life and you keep them people around you, you become that. You become them people around you, bro. People start seeing you as them. People start seeing you as them. You are who you associate with you. You're guilty by association. That's even in the streets. You associate with bad company. You associate with them people that ain't doing nothing, bro, and really causing problems. You could potentially get killed behind your partner's actions. You could catch a case behind your partner's actions, bro. You can be in the eye of death, bro, behind your people that you keep around you. If you keep a good community around you, you keep good presence around you, you gonna touch success. Still sharp and still. You know what I'm saying? What up, Scarzilla? What's up, Manny Motor? What's good with y'all, man? How y'all doing today? You know, you gonna touch success if you keep still sharp and still, bro. If you keep a good team around you, a good people that are pushing positive, you gonna have that empire to touch success, homie. That's why, like in my life now, I weeded out a lot of people out of my life. I had to. Even on YouTube, I had to. The real world, I definitely had to, because there was people, even fools that I had major love for, even fools that I had so much love that I would die and take a bullet for, I had to separate myself because I'm on a different journey, bruh. I'm on a different journey. I'm not stupid, homie. I'm not a stupid person. I know you have to take yourself out of them situations. A person that goes back to the same action, that's called insanity. That's called being psycho, bruh. That's called not having really any lights up here. You keep going back to that same throw up. You know what I'm saying? You're like a dog going back to the throw up. I couldn't do that shit no more, homie. I couldn't do that shit no more. I couldn't be that person, bro. Let me tell you something. See, this is why it's so serious, homie, for me to be a individual that really pushes the line. Like even on here, the YouTube community that we was in, the YouTube community that I'm in, it had me so hot at times, bro. And people don't understand. I take life a little more serious. So when I'm really saying something, sometimes it really is serious, where I really, there's been people on here that people don't understand, bro. I really wanted to really put hands on these dudes behind their actions. They think it's a game. They think it's funny. You know what I'm saying? And I caught myself really getting turned up to see if I could really creep up to people's cities and find. But then again, I have something that I got rope around my neck. Like these people that we're talking about on this YouTube, it's all gimmicks. It's all just for show. I got rope around my neck, right? I can't hang myself. I don't have a lot of rope. I go and something really happens on here behind me getting so upset behind YouTube because somebody disrespecting me in a manner that we don't do that. If I get caught for doing any aspect, I'm going to prison for a long time. I'm going back to the penitentiary for a long time. I'm just not a normal individual. And I had to step back and be like, Seven, what are you doing, bruh? You don't even know these dudes. These fools, you ain't gonna earn no stripes off of these dudes. So I said, what is the best thing for me? I had to kind of separate. I had to kind of take myself out of that circle, And that's not what we join. Everybody on here that spits about football, everybody that spits about that real football life, that's real fans. We join because we're football fans. We join because we love the game of football. It should never, ever go above and beyond that, where people are really disrespecting each other, right? It should never go to a point where a person's doxing over the internet, YouTube. You should never have to get to an aspect where it's just, it's an aspect where you feel like you really have to disrespect somebody in a real way. It should never have to go. But people say anything on YouTube because you can say anything on YouTube. You can tell me anything you want on YouTube because it's a safe zone. It's a safe zone. It's the reality. You can be anything. You could say you a rapper. You a rapper on YouTube. You could say you a janitor. You could say you rich. You could say you a gangster, a killer. You could say you anything you want. You can be on YouTube. So that's why people do it. What up, LA Original? Sev, a history fan. I love history, bro. If you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you at. If you don't know who you were in the past, you can't get to the present. You a millionaire. That's what I'm saying, Rada. LA original, you a millionaire because you say that, bruh. And that's a beautiful thing. My homie right here, a millionaire. And you see it every single day, homie. Somebody will say something and really start believing this shit. That's why, like in reality, I had to stop that. I had to stop it. I had to stop playing the aspect of being so turned up off of YouTube. And we know in the community like this, the TTC, the trash talk circle, every ounce of YouTube, we know somebody's going to say something and it's all about trolling. It's all about triggering. Now, there's good. If you're good at that, more power to you. Good job for that, bro. But when you push it to a line where you really trying to affect people's family, that's a whole different level. Anybody, any real man on here, homie, any real rider on here. Hold it real quick, people. These technical difficulties. What I was saying is, bro, is that's the thing, bro. Is like, what up, views of the go. What up, Rada? How you doing, man? Thank you for pulling up. Thank you for everybody pulling up. In real life, I'm like that too, man. Like the last year, I had a soul search, man. And I hope every one of you can be an aspect of soul searching for yourself. Be better people. Like be people that actually try to do something for people, bro. Try to show love to the community. Try to show love to the community out here. Because there's a lot of lost people, homie. There's a lot of lost people. And me being in the spiritual sense, because I'm a man of God now, I don't glorify any ounce of gangbanging or none of that. I'm a man of God before anything. It's all about helping the next individual, bruh. It's all about helping the new generation, about helping the kids, because the kids, they are our future. And I know I sound like you ain't seen this side of Seb, but this is how I really am. A lot of people just see me as this sports fan. A lot of people just see me as a person that gets on YouTube and just be raw. People know me as that, but this is really Seb right here. This is the genuine aspect of Seb. Because I'm not, I'm a person that actually cares. I'm a person that actually has a heart for people's problems. I grew up in an aspect, bro. I had love from my family. I was taught love from the family. I was taught that was the biggest thing, is show love, because the love's going to come back to you. Over the years of going to the penitentiary and being in that aspect, it taught me, it put hate in my heart, where I had to check myself out of the penitentiary, because in there, you're not allowed to be happy. You ain't walking that compound smiling. You better be ready for war every single day of your life. You better not show no emotion, homie. Because them emotions, people see that you happy in the compound, you might have to throw heads with the homie, because the homie might have just heard that his family just passed away on the streets. So you showing emotion. Oh, you happy, homie? I don't like that shit. Let's get the heads up, homie, over your happiness. And that programmed me to be. What up, Meet the Mess? How you doing, bro? Mile high salute to the riders. Mile high salute to everybody. Thank God it's Friday, man. Another work week down. Hope everybody's blessed. Hope everybody's, all my working people. Big ups to all you fools, man. I heard people on social media knocking people that go to work. And there you say, damn, the sky is blue. A motherfucker will argue to the death. I swear, bro, you ain't lying, homie. I done had to get it up with the homies, because I said, I told this fool Lil Wayne was trash. I said, Lil Wayne is a trash rapper, homie. This fool got so mad. Me and this fool was homies. We had to fade up. We really got the heads up over some rap shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? What up, Awesomeness Sports? Small high salute to the real ones. And doing that shit for 7 years straight, not smiling, programmed to be mad. And you got to understand, bro, when I went and I was doing time, I just had got shot up. So I was trying to rehab in the penitentiary. I caught 2 slugs for the hood. Got in some stuff and some fools hit me. They shot me. So when I was in the pen, it was a big rehab. But you think people even have pity on that? Me being in the cast, me having a messed up arm because I got hit with that 40 cal and that's tore my whole arm out the frame. Nobody had pity on that. I was still fighting with a cast. You know what I'm saying? I had to go through that and program the hatred. So when I got out, how you see me sometimes on camera, bro, and I got that demeanor aggressiveness, that's how I live my life up to now trying to be more calm, trying not to push issues on different things. I got out pushing issues on every aspect. I am not fabricating, homie. The Bronco aspect, the Denver Bronco aspect, bro. I fought over the Broncos in there, out here. I literally, if you were another fan from the AFC West and you had disrespect towards the Broncos, bro, we might have to fade out because the Broncos kept me sane in the penitentiary. That's what I look forward to in the penitentiary is watching Broncos football. So it meant a lot more to me. You know what I'm saying? But I lived my life for a long time like that after the pen. And I'm barely starting to learn how to separate. You got to be good, bro. Life's good. Life is good, homie. Family's good. People around you good. Your loved ones is good. You know, and that's just the truth, man. You gotta look for what's good out here, homie. Not everything is bad. Like, you don't gotta take everything to be so bad. Like the holidays right now. I got homies that hate the holidays. They Scrooge, they the Grinch on Christmas, bro. Me, I missed 7 Christmases, bro. I'm about to tap in and go caroling tonight. Homie, what you talking about? What is you talking about? 7's about to carol tonight, bro. We going caroling, homie, in the middle of Golden, bro. I'm walking that street district, that light district, bro. Working keeps me from losing my mind, bro. Yeah, I heard on social media, fools are saying they trying to disrespect the workers, homie, that get up every single day with responsibilities and get to them job sites. And they trying to say, nah, we don't work. We make that back. Stop playing. Stop playing, homie. You work. You a scrub because you work. You know for a person like me, how much heart it takes to get to that work site, how much heart on a daily basis to be that structured, to get to that 9 to 5 and not even want to come to work, put in work at a job that you might not even like, but you get there because you know it's going to make you better as a person and you getting money legit. You don't have to take that penitentiary risk, bruh. Damn, I wanted to troll about the Broncos, but nah, you could troll. I'm still Bronco down, baby. Let's go. Broncos country, stand up, rider. I see you on here. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. You can say whatever you want about the Broncos. It's still Broncos country, my homies. Orange and blue through this blood, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I'm still right. We might be trash. We got at you last year. Meet the Mets, brother. I hope you win the division, though, bruh. I really do. Giants lost to the Cowboys. How you gonna lose to the Cowboys? Meet the Mets. What up, man? What up, Strange Strick? What's good with you, Rada? You know what it is, Strictly Strange, my homies. Sev, as a man of dedication, bro. Hell yeah, definitely. You gotta be good. You gotta try to turn up for whatever you believe in, homie. I'm not ashamed to say anything. My belief is in the Lord, bro. My belief now is in the Lord, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I know a lot of people don't have that faith aspect, or they care about what people say, but the only thing that kept me sane too is actually my faith in God, homie. And to this day, I'll represent God's name to the foolish, bro, because I don't have there's nothing that nobody could tell me, bro. I've been through everything. Ain't nobody gonna change my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Keep going, Sev. You got some blessing with your name on it. Heck yeah, homie. We all do. I'll be checking out your channel too. Mile High Salute. Hey, go tap into the homie's channel. Views will go get her. He got some good content straight out of Denver, bro. Representing the Mile High City. Mile High Salute to the Rada right there. He still watches the Broncos even after they score 16 points, knowing they won't score again. Yeah, bro. Because when it comes to Broncos football, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Broncos done me justice over my life. The Broncos have done me so good. I could sit back and be like, dang, bro, that million man march when Broncos country was downtown, 1 million people deep, Orange Crush. That was some good days. When I seen the Broncos win that 3rd ring, hey, LA Original, tell me about them Chargers, though. When I seen the Broncos hit that 3rd ring and the whole city of Denver was turned up, we was downtown on the roofs, Broncos. Bro, them feelings will never, ever be erased. You can't take that from me. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to it. Let's get to it, bruh. He's still, you already know, Mile High Salute to the Riders, man. What up, man? Coming in to show some love. Yeah, man. Strictly Strange. Go show his channel love. Meet the Mets. Go show his channel love. Y'all sub up to all these people. Awesomeness Sports. Go show them her channel love. Manny Motive, J-Dog, NYG31. They all got channels. A lot of sports homies in here. A lot of real talkers in here. Yeah, bro, it goes down though, man. I just wanted to speak that, bro. Thank God it's Friday. I got through another work week. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do just to show you how holiday-ish Savage Sev is, and I'm gonna be caroling tonight. I'm going to Golden, bro, and I'm gonna vlog me caroling with the wife. God blessed me with a beautiful queen, a beautiful wife, bro, a real Bronco queen. We share every passion, when you do good and you try to do good, actually you get that karma happiness. Even if you don't believe in God, bro, just know you reap what you sow and you get blessings if you're out here trying to bless individuals, man. And I can't complain. What up, Jordan? What's good with you, man? All high salute to the riders. I can't complain about what's going on in my life because, 5 years, even I was on YouTube when I was going through some crazy shit, my homies. When I was going through some crazy shit, I was on YouTube trying to keep a smile. There was a time when I was on YouTube, I had to vacate Denver because I almost went back to the penitentiary because of my actions, being around the wrong people. And if I would have got caught up for some shit, you wouldn't even see Savage right now, bro. I would be on that compound for a life sentence. And I had to vacate out of Denver and went to Kansas City, Missouri, went to South Bend, Indiana, because I had to let stuff hit that under that rug. And it was about people I was around. I made them choices and almost had to literally go back to the joint for another case, bruh. Went homeless. I was on YouTube and fools don't even know I was thugging homeless, my homies, in a tent. Me and my wife been through a lot, bro, in a tent and everything. I was still getting up going to work, but I lived out of a tent even when I was on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? To people seen when I got sick on here, bruh. I almost lost my life to sickness, homie, the health. And out of everything, the health situation was the more scarier than being in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And God has put me in a prosperous way, man. I'm living life. I'm good. And I got the homies on here, man. Everyone on here that shows love. Much respect to all you fools, man, because we've been actually in the trenches together. A lot of you fools. I see a lot of the originals on here, man. And y'all definitely been showing the homie love. You've been showing Savage love. Respect to all you fools, man. And we gonna keep it going. A new year, and we all blessed, man. The real gotta connect. And we gonna do it, man. I'm gonna actually tap out. I just gotta to speak my mind because I got a break right now. I gotta get back to the work. But y'all have a lovely Friday, man. Savage Sev, all high salutes to the real ones. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be good. And you know what I'm saying? Success over everything, people. The greatest yet to come. And that's one of a real statement. Today, Friday is great because I went to the arcade early. I played Pac-Man. Oh, yeah, that's what's up. Arcade machine. Back in the day, they don't know about them old school games, man. I picked my wife up one of them old school game consoles. And you can play Mario Brothers, all that, bro. So you know what it is, man. I'm going to tap out. You know what it is. Mile high salute to the riders. You know the logo. Let's go.